Hello everyone, my name is Quant and welcome back to some more The Mighty Quest for Epic Loot. Today we will be taking a look at the Archer. Once you reach level 12 you access all the abilities, and that's pretty much what I'm gonna go through. And my build, my Archer is actually level 13 as you can see up there, but it doesn't matter that much. I'm level 12 plus and I got access to all the abilities. I'm gonna discuss a little bit because it's pretty much now you can decide if you like the guy or not, because now you got access to all the abilities. The mage, for example, in the previous video, you can click an annotation right here somewhere. The mage, for example, was really hard to level up because he had no crowd control, but towards level 12 you actually got access to quite a bit of crowd control and really cool spells, so I really like him when he got to level 12. But before that he was fun to play but quite frustrating because you had no way to deal with bigger targets because you had no utilities, you didn't have any stuns or ways to avoid taking damage yourself other than buffing up your armor. But anyways, looking at the Archer here, it's my main class, it's the class I like the most. I got a nice pirate hat right here, looks really cool. Without the pirate hat I just like that. And this is a special piece gear, so it got its unique look. Pete's handkerchief, which is why it looks like that. It doesn't look like the armor and everything. It's got a unique kind of look to it. It's because Pete's is a unique unit, not unique, but it's a unit that is named Pete actually. So it got it from that. But I use that pirate hat because I think that's ugly. I also got the pumpkin I showed you before. One of the pirate hats for now at least. But anyways, looking through the abilities right here, gonna go through them real quickly because the mage video got a little too long and I don't want to drag this out too long. Piercing shot hits up to 5 targets, deal damage, pretty much what it sounds like. Low cooldown, animation is quite good, it's quite fast. You don't stand still too long shooting this ability. Next up is headshot, slightly longer cooldown but way more single damage targeting. As you can see, 274 for me. The damage there depends on your gear, and this shot also got a 20% increased crit chance, so it's a high damage skill shotting single target spell. And the animation is slightly longer than the piercing shot, I believe, but it's not that big of a difference. It's not that long animation either. Split shot does exactly what it sounds like. All of these are kinda easy to understand, but shoots 5 arrows in an arc, each dealing damage. You can use it as a shotgun to hit someone close to you with all 5 arrows, but only 1 arrow will do full damage, the others will deal 23 as it says there. I don't know the exact ratio or the percentage the damage the extra arrows deals, but they are still there. I think this got the exact same animation as the piercing shot and the exact same cooldown as well. Volley, this is my favorite out of these all abilities. It got a incredibly long animation though, so you need to be super careful when using this ability. But it pretty much shoots a big AoE after the animation is done, and it deals 44 damage up to 10 times on the same target. It doesn't last 10 seconds, it only lasts like 2 or 3 seconds, so it deals like 440 damage over like 2 or 3 seconds in a big ass AoE. And unlike headshot, you can actually use this to snipe something behind units. The headshot is skill shot, it hits the first target you aim at. The volley is great for that, it shoots over everything, so it's really good. And it also shoots over walls. I'm gonna show this, I'm gonna demonstrate my build, and I got volley in my build. I will demonstrate when you shoot it over a wall. Really good because it got really long animation, so you need to be really careful with that. Moving on, we got the Hawk Companion. All these abilities share cooldowns. I don't personally see any reason why have more than one of these abilities in your build, but they are quite good, at least 2 of them, so I definitely recommend having one of them. The one I'm using is Hawk Harass, which is you send out the Hawk, stuns the target for 5 seconds, it deals damage, in my case 29 physical damage per second. It got a slight cost animation, so be a little careful when you use it. It's not super long, but it's still an animation. It's only pretty much one spell in the entire game I noticed that doesn't really have an animation, and that's the mage, let's see here what it's called, there, Inferno. That got pretty much no animation. I don't think Death Grip got either, like channeling spells. They don't seem to have any animations. But anyways, this one is really good to snipe out targets that are really deep in, or just stunning targets like Seek, which is the mini-boss archer that deals really loads of damage. You can stun him out while you kill rest of targets, or just stun him off while you kill him. It's great for bigger units, it's great for getting one unit away, and it's by far one of the best abilities that the archer got, in my opinion. It's a 10-second cooldown, but it's a 5-second stun, so it's like 5 seconds not of use. Keep in mind though, there is a diminishing return to the stun, so if you keep stunning targets over and over again, they will sooner or later get immune, or the stun duration will get lower. Second ability here is pretty worthless right now. It's good in the beginning, but it doesn't scale up very well whatsoever. I don't know why that is, but it's pretty much deals no damage right now. It's Hawk Dive. It's a boomerang. It goes forward and then backward. It got extra crit chance on everything, but it doesn't really do that much damage, in my opinion, and it doesn't shoot that fast either. So in my opinion, it's just a worthless ability. I'm not gonna go super deep into it because I don't really like it that much. The way back deals more damage, then yeah, it deals more damage on the way back, pretty much because it's harder to hit on the way back. Really hard to use against the boss and everything, because you shoot it out and then you have to avoid, and the hawk like goes forward and then it goes really, because you have to dodge. It always comes back to you. So I don't really like that. Hawk Sentry works pretty much like the volley, but instead of selecting where you want to target it, it's always where you are, and when the units walk into that, they get damaged by the hawks. The area is way smaller, the damage is way less, and I don't think it's really that AoE. I think it always comes down one bird at a time, because it says total of 24 attacks dealing 23 magic damage. You'd be like, okay, that's insane, but for some reason it doesn't do that much damage, and it doesn't do it AoE-ish. So if you place it and then move backwards and they go in the field, you're only gonna come like one bird at a time, I think. I'm not 100% sure on this, but also main thing is that it doesn't last that long. So you place it out, you walk away, they get into it, and it pretty much disappears right away. It's maybe only gonna be like 5-6 birds that are flying down and doing damage. It doesn't do that much damage, and it got quite a decent animation. It got by far the longest animation of any hawk skills. I use Hawk Harass. It's the best of the hawk companion abilities, in my opinion. Moving on, we got Control. This is probably my favorite arsenal of abilities that the archer has, because it really works so good with this game. It's so much you need to avoid, and so much that you need to do with stunts and everything. Moving on here to the first ability, we got the Caltrops, which is exactly what it is. You place a field of Caltrops below you. It deals damage on them when they walk on it. The damage is very low though, but you throw out the ball with spikes, so I guess it makes sense that it hurts them somewhat. But they are super slowed and their defense is reduced. I guess the defense reduce reason is that if you walk on a field that is Caltrops, you're pretty much gonna keep control on where you're going instead of on your enemy, so you're not gonna be as ready when they attack you, and it actually makes sense. 12-second cooldown, the field lasts 6 seconds, so it's quite good actually for kiting around and everything, but I don't use it because the archer got so much stuns and he got roll up abilities, which I'm gonna talk about here. For example, you roll, it got a 2-second cooldown, and it actually says definitely roll in a direction through creatures for the next 2 seconds. The animation is actually like 1 second, or even like just a half second. It's not that long, so it's not like you roll because they only got a 2-second cooldown, so you actually can roll and you use an auto type before the cooldown is actually off. But while you're also rolling, your block chance is increased by 300%. So if you got 20% block chance, you're gonna have 60% block chance during this one. I believe I got 30% block chance. I would have 90, which is almost like guaranteed block. Moving on, we got Bear Trap. I use this as you see in my number 2. 5-second cooldown, and you throw out 3 bear traps in front of you. The animation is pretty much non-existing. You can throw this out super fast, and when they walk on it, it deals damage, actually quite decent damage. And they are briefly stunned, but also they are snared for 70% for 5 seconds, which is insane, because you only got 5 second cooldown. And it also says if not triggered, traps deactivate after 12 seconds, which means that you can place out traps, wait for 5 seconds, then place out again, and it's gonna be 2 seconds of that the first pair of 3 traps are gonna disappear. So you can actually stack traps on each other. So that happens quite a lot on me, for me. That I place traps, they trigger one, and then I place new traps. There are 5 traps on the field at the same time. Happens really a lot. Really good ability. I love this ability. It's a must-have in my opinion. And it also stops charge abilities. If you place the traps and someone charges you, they're actually gonna stop on the trap. Other stuns doesn't really do that. If you stun them during the charge, they are still gonna hit you and then get stunned when they are finished with the animation, well, the charge animation. So you're gonna get hit and stunned anyways. This one doesn't do that. They actually get stuck there, which is beautiful. Works really good with the cyclones and everything else that got charged. And soon I will be up against the rams, which also can charge. I guess some defense will have rams soon. I can get rams pretty soon, I believe. I believe I'm actually upgrading to be able to get the rams right now. But anyways, moving on. I don't wanna drag this video too long. It's not a movie. Sorry. Next up is Freezing Shot. It deals 91 damage and snaring all creeps there by 45% for 6 seconds. It's a long snare. It's got pretty much no animation. It's very fast, and it only got 1 second cooldown, which is amazing. And it deals AoE damage. At least when I used it. It doesn't say that it does, but when I used it, it did. I didn't use it for that long though, because I didn't really feel that it was needed in my kind of build. So I didn't use it that much. You get it by level 10, and by level 10 I already had the bear trap, I had the hawk harass, I had a roll, so I didn't really felt like it was needed in my kind of build. The last ability, which is by far one of the best abilities that you have as archer, is Spiral Shot. Fire a kinetic impulsion at your feet that deals 80 magic damage to all creatures that are nearby, knocking them back. It actually knocks back and gets stunned, and you are getting launched in the opposite direction, and you fly as far as you do with the roll. So it's pretty much like having a roll. And they got only 2 second cooldown. This is by far an OP ability that needs nerf right now. Nerf it, please. It's really, really good. That's all abilities. Gonna show you how it looks in an actual game. As you can see, I got volley, I got bear trap, I got hawk harass, and I got spiral shot. Let's move out here and attack something. We're actually gonna attack a castle that is the same level as me. We're gonna attack like this, level 13. Seems quite okay, right? 175. Kill the 52 heroes, not too shabby. Let's get in here and see what we actually can do. The archer is by far the champion I like the most. He got pretty much. He can do anything, and you can customize him whatever you want. If you want single damage target, you can do that. If you want high AoE damage, you can actually do that. If you want high mobility, you can do that. And I really like that. I'm gonna flip in here, and I died. And there you can see the traps. Just moving back here, shooting. Is there another? Oh, there is. And now you can see I send out the hawk. I missed it. I used the hawk on something else. I'm gonna get up to him, place the bat trap, and there we go. And there you can see the backflip together with the stun. It's really cool to have. I'm gonna move here. Really annoyingly placed trap. I don't like that big dude, so I'm gonna stun him with my hawk harass. But I need to kill this guy before I actually kill that big dude. I really dislike this. I hate this guy. Those are so big. But I got him quite easily. It's so annoying when he's paired with other units because it's so big, that thingy. And right away I don't like the layout of this guy's defense, because now I passed like 2 or 3 groups of his defense already. As you can see, he got a defense on the side I walked like here, but he also got defense on this side, and I don't even have to walk on them. The only lack in this build is that the damage is not very high. It's mostly control and volley. I'm gonna use that backflip to get over there. Okay, so what I want to do here is I want to place the volley really far back, and you can see the range on it is insane, which kills off pretty much all of them, stunning that one, and you can see I didn't get hit by anything there. And that's really good with the volley. You can actually pre-shot it before you actually get to the group. And you can see like these are just so empty rooms just because he plays so much defense that I could just bypass in the beginning. And we're already at the boss room. Let's see what kind of boss he has. He uses this one, okay. Gonna stun it right away while he's under my volley. And yeah, this one, I don't know if you've seen this. It shoots those, it spawns those eggs. And now you can see I got 5 traps out at the same time. Gonna stun it and then I'm gonna use the volley. I'm gonna separate myself just a little bit because I don't want to get stunned by the stun. It's gonna do that stun shout soon. Like now it's gonna do it. That actually stuns you if you get too close to it. There we go. You can see loads of control gonna go over the trap. You can see like this one got so low cooldown, and if you're not enough with just this one, you can also get the spiral shot and the roll. It doesn't check cooldown or anything, so you can actually just run around like shit crazy if you want to. But there you can see it's very very easy, and like I said, the thing I like about the Archer, gonna go back here. The thing I like about the Archer is that you can really customize how you want. You can get high single damage targeting with headshot, hawk harass, and maybe like stuff like that. You can get lots of slows with caltrops and freezing. You can get loads of stuns with bad traps and hawk harass like I got. You can use volley for high AoE. You can get spiral shot and piercing shot for spam able AoE. You can get hawk dive for AoE and hawk sentry as well for AoE and such. And you can use the roll and spiral shots all to get away. You got a really nice mix of abilities, so you kinda can customize your own champ. You can pretty much use everything here. And I could use a build with loads of slows, and maybe I wouldn't need spiral shot or roll if I did that. And that's really the thing, you can customize a lot. Comparing that to the mage, for example, you can't survive without some thunderclap and vortex crit pretty much. It's really hard because that's pretty much the only utilities you got in your entire build. I mean, that's the only thing. You got Nightmare Cage, which locks out a single target, but you can't attack that target either, so it's really like you can't customize yourself. Same with the Knight. I'm gonna use a in-depth Knight build very soon and talk about the abilities and what I kind of do. And I don't play the Knight a lot. It's the guy I like the least, but he also got the same problem that it's really hard to just customize your build. I don't find any way to customize your build because you have so little stuns and such, and I guess it's better than the mage to customize the build, but I don't like the Knight a whole lot. I don't like his ability at all, actually. But anyways, that's it for this video. The Archer in depth in the abilities and a quick through like my build and everything. You saw the bow also that I used. It's the favorite bow right now because this bow, which is the one with the 0.4 second attack speed, is well, you can't just stand still and shoot that much. You can't utilize that damage because you can't stand still and shoot that much. You have to move around too much. And the one that got the piercing, the 1.5 second attack speed, actually got too long cast animation just to shoot. It's just too risky to place yourself to shoot. This one got a decent attack animation and a decent attack speed that you can shoot, run effectively, and it's good for AoE plowish, and it's also good for the shotgun effect. If you are up against bigger targets, something like that, you can hit all of them with you can hit that target with more than one arrow. The arrows are not gonna do the same damage. It's only gonna be one arrow that does full damage, but it's still very good at single target damage, and probably the best single target damage if you get the shotgun effect. And many like bigger creatures like the mini bosses and the boss creatures are actually so big that you can actually hit them shotgun effect even at quite the decent range. Like that last Pterodactyl there, if I were actually shooting out on the side, I could way easily hit it with at least 2 arrows every single time if I wanted to. And I believe I maybe did. I didn't really check that because I kind of wanna step back. And I also in that Pterodactyl fight hit the boss with a middle arrow and hit the small eggs with the side arrows. I saw that happen. and it's definitely the weapon I like the most. Archer is definitely the guy I like the most. Most fun by far, my main. And right now I will pretty much only play the Archer. That's the guy I'm gonna level up. I will probably play like the Knight and the Mage if I get problem like you have to upgrade. Oh, where it is here, the Hero Trainer. Like right now my maximum level is 14, so I have to upgrade this very soon because my Archer is level 13, and I don't know, 13 and a half almost, 13 and a third, that much. So I have to upgrade that very soon, and if I can't keep that up I will have to play the Mage and everything. And if you play this game a lot, like in one sitting, then you pretty much have to level up multiple characters. You can't just sit through and level up the same character, because then you would have to spend a lot of money on the actual game and to get these gems so you can finish the builds and everything. But I'm not gonna drag this video out too long. I think I got what I wanted to show you guys, and yeah, that's gonna be that. Please subscribe and leave a like if you did, share, comment, favorite and everything. It always helps out a lot. I always appreciate it. It's always a loads of fun to read your comments and get your thought about everything, so please don't hesitate to add a comment, or if you think there's something that you want me to do better, or if you find any kind of problem like the in-game music is too high or anything like that, please don't hesitate to tell me, because I want to know what you guys feel. Do you guys want me to keep the webcam on? I said this in the Mage video. I believe I'm gonna use the webcam for now, at least, when I make games using XSplit. Heavier game like League of Legends, which I'm gonna be playing quite soon, I'm using Fraps, and I need to get a different software to be able to put my webcam in there. And I can't really do that as of now because of memory issues and everything, so that's not gonna be up right now. But when I use XSplit to play these kind of games that doesn't use that much of the CPU and everything, then I will have the face cam in there right now, at least. So if you guys like that, please let me know. And yeah, I think that's that. And well, that gonna be that, like I said, like 3 times, I believe. I need to stop babbling in the. But anyways, I will see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.